This is the third week of the month of November. I am very excited for how far we've come in this boot camp. If you are just joining us, welcome. I don't think you've missed too much. Other than that, we've had great speakers, we've had great sections, and you've missed like 2-3 challenge. And today is the third week in the month of November, and we are on the third challenge for the month of November and for our boot camp. I'm excited to be at least the first organization to hold a boot camp this long. Normally, boot camps are 2 days, 3 days, but we are having it this whole month just because we want to hold hands of nonprofit leaders like you to actually make sure that you are fundraising. You are fundraising at the end of the year. Like you all know, end of the year is the most giving time of the year. Research have backed this up that at least nonprofit can get up to 30% of their annual budgets if they are fundraising at the end of the year. So today's challenge, I want you to be able to key in, to end of the year giving and to give 3 steps of how we can get that started. As always, please ask for my email, or I'm always in the lounge to chat with you if you need help. Please make use of this opportunity to fundraise and make use of this opportunity to raise money for your nonprofit. We'll be here tomorrow with another great speaker. Before we go on, let's listen to this week challenge. Like I've said earlier on, it's end of the year and is the most giving time of the year. Donors are generous at this time of the year, and a lot of people want to give to your nonprofit. People want to know the great things you are doing. So the first thing I want you to do to get started on your campaign is to set a goal. I want you to set a goal for any campaign. Make sure that you have how much you want to raise. I've always been a bishop of a big goal. I've always set a high standard for myself. That is for me in any of the campaign I am doing, but I'm sure you might want to set a small goal for yourself, or no matter the goal that you think is you can achieve. It can be $500, it can be $5,000. No matter how much, have a set number so that you can measure your success, but also so that you can help potential donor understand the scale of what you are trying to do. Having a goal helps to set a clearer path to how you are going to get there. So once you have a goal, break it down. Like say $500, that means 10 people can give $50, and that will be 500. Or 50 people can give $10 each. So if you are looking for 10 people to give $50, then you need to ask at least 10 people. So people who you believe have at least $50 to give. Does that make sense? So if you want to raise like $500, you know that you want to ask 10 people, and you want to know how many people can I approach? How many people can I approach that I know can give me $50? So like that, you have the list, and that makes it realizable. That makes that you have a clear goal in mind. So I hope that makes sense. So the second thing is I want you to clarify your message. It's not just enough to ask someone for donation. They want to know, how would my $50 make a difference? When will it make a difference? To whom will it make a difference? How? They want to know. So sometimes it's not just knowing how to ask, but also know who. clarifying your message is very important. Knowing it's not just donate now, give to us, we need this. You need to have a message that you want to pass across to people. You want people to know why they are giving. More than likely, what the money is going to be addressing. You want them to know that the money they are giving is addressing some certain or is making so different. That is important. So when you are developing your message, think of the one person who will especially be motivated by what you are doing. Having a picture of that person in your head when you are developing your appeal or your speech. Think about what you can say that will immediately get attention. What type of information would they want to know for them to feel confident in giving to your organization? Think about, so when you are clarifying your message, think about someone in mind. Just have a person in mind and have a picture of that in your head, and pitch your appeal, pitch your speech, and have the information. What can you say to this person that can make this person to give to you? That helps in clarifying your message. What language or what tones can you make that can make someone respond? When you share, how can you talk about your impact to people? I hope that makes sense. This will help people to be able to connect to your message, and this will be able to help you to fine-tune your message. I hope that helps. And the third that I want to say is consistently share. So people need you to share with them several things or several times for them to be convinced. Sometimes we're like, I'm tired of sharing. I've been sharing, give, and no one is giving. I know how it feels, but people need to be convinced. Sometimes it has to do with the message. Maybe this message is not clear enough. Maybe we are targeting, maybe if you don't know your audience, maybe you are targeting the wrong people. People need to hear you share why your work is important. People need to see how your work is changing, how your mission is changing the life of people. They need to see that you are doing the work. They need to see that their peers sharing your work and engaging with it. They want to see if someone likes your picture or like your photo or like your, so that they can prompt someone to kind of like, okay, let me like it. She has 2 likes, 3 likes. Okay, let me like. And with that is gaining people attention. You see? So they need to see their peers sharing your work. They need to see engaging. Sometimes on my own campaign, I have volunteers that I've talked to, maybe my board members, I've told them, please share this. People pay attention to what their friends share so that their friends, their network can see these wonderful things and kind of share it or like it, or take an action. So it's important to have those kind of inner circle, your supporters group that can help you, kind of share your message, share to people so that you can gather enough people, engaging with your content. It takes multiple message using this different method to give people the confidence to give to you. So don't just think when you say donate, people donate. It takes sharing couple of messages to be able to convince people. It takes sharing what you are doing. It takes sharing information about your organization. It takes sharing multiple times. So I don't want you to give up on sharing message. That means you have to get used to sharing your work at the same time asking for money. So it goes with sharing what you are doing and also asking for money. So set up a system where you regularly share why your work is important and showing the outcome or potential outcome, sharing your outcome or potential outcome of your work. Have a donation page or link ready to go and mix it in your asking with your message. mix your asking with your message. So have a team or maybe a volunteer who is committed to asking on behalf of your organization. The more they do it, the more the person do it or you do it, the more you get familiar with, okay, I have to share information about my organization 3 times, then ask once. 3 times, then ask once. That is very important. Make sure you provide them with messaging that they can share. So make sure that you have people doing this on your behalf, or you have a system in place. My go-to that is very prominent for nonprofit is Canva. I love using Canva because it's actually free for nonprofit. Using it to schedule posts and asks, this really make things easy. So this is our challenge for this week. I've given 3 steps on how you can share, especially this end of the year. If you have not tried or you're not planning end of the year, this is a gentle way of how you can do it. Remember, you need to have a goal. 2, you need to have to clarify your message. And the third one, you need to consistently share. With these 3 in mind, I want you to have these 3 and discuss with me. This is our challenge. I want you to discuss with me, ask me questions about your message or your goal or how to consistently share. This is our challenge for this week. I want to see these 3 steps. I want to see you having these 3 steps and discussing with me. I want to also know how I can help you share your message. I want to also give an advice or maybe cheer you on, as you continue to share your message, especially at this end of the year. Please make sure you have your end of the year giving by doing these 3 steps. Share with me. Have these 3 steps ready to go, and you are on your way to enjoying the end of the year giving Tuesday, or whatever you are planning to do. Be successful at this end of the year. Thank you so much. And this is it for today. Don't forget, tomorrow we are also meeting and continue to, hone our skills on fundraising. I will talk about end of the year giving and also learning together about end of the year. If you've learned something today, please share with also your nonprofit friend. Let them come to the bootcamp. Let us all learn together to make sure that we have a successful end of the year. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, drop me a message. We'll be so glad to read from you. Take care and see you tomorrow. Bye.